Hey guys, so I haven't done an update in quite a while, and there was just a couple changes and things that I just wanted to update you guys about, so that's what this video is going to be. So we had a fabulous time in Canada. Unfortunately, Derek wasn't able to come with us. He couldn't get off work to make the trip. So he stayed home, and while we were gone, he decided to kind of tackle some of the household projects that he hasn't been able to get to when we have Jack here running around, because it's very difficult with a toddler. And he actually got quite a bit of work done. You guys probably know this, I don't know if you do or not, but if you don't, we are currently renting a 2-bedroom home, and we're not like, I wouldn't say we're like overcrowded, but we're pretty much at capacity, and so we have to be very creative and efficient about the way that we use our space. And I guess we just didn't really feel like that we were using our space in the most efficient manner. Like, for example, we had Jack's bedroom, and it was basically just a place where he slept and where we stored his clothes and his diapers. And he wasn't able to really run around and have free reign in his own room because we had a desk in there with an old desktop computer and office supplies. His cloth diapers were set up in a way so that he could very easily reach them, and then he would just pull them down and then drag them all over the house. And I was worried that he would, that they would just get lost under furniture, and you can't really afford to, at least I can't really afford to be losing cloth diapers. So we had to keep his bedroom door shut quite a bit and not really let him play in there, and that wasn't really what we wanted when we first started putting his nursery together. So one of the first changes that Derek made was he took all the files that we needed off my old desktop computer, because I don't ever use it. I just use my laptop for everything. So he took everything I needed off the old computer, put it on a hard drive for me, and we basically just retired the old computer, and we're just going to get rid of it now. So he moved the desk out here in the living room, so I've got my own, I have an actual desk to work on now. And so we got that out of there, we got the printer out of there, and then we've got like storage baskets for all the office supplies, and they are up high now where Jack can't get them. We also took his changing pad off his dresser, because we have not used his changing pad since he was maybe like 3 or 4 months old, because once he started rolling over, it was just like too dangerous to try. So we took his changing pad down, and we put like another little decorative like wicker storage basket up there, and just put his cloth diapers up there, so he can't reach those at all, which is great. And also we had all of his toys that he would play with on a regular basis out here in the living room. And I know when you have kids, that's pretty normal to kind of like have toys take over your house, and decor kind of takes a backseat to, you know, your kids' stuff. And that's fine, but I just feel like I would spend like an hour or two after Jack went to bed every night just picking up toys and trying to make it look like a living room again rather than a playroom. Yeah, we really just wanted to convert his bedroom into like an actual playroom, somewhere where he can just go, we can leave the door open constantly, and so that's what we wanted. Oh, and also some other changes we made in the living room. My computer and all my stuff had been on a dining room table, just like it's not a big one, it's just like a little table that we had over here. So we moved the table to the actual kitchen area, so we can actually sit down and have meals there now, and that's nice. And I'll show you guys before and after pictures and shots and stuff like that. But he finally got the big TV mounted on the wall. It's higher up, and there's no way he can pull it down and harm himself now. That was a big concern of ours. And what else? Yeah, we just got kind of rid of all the little knickknacks and picture frames and candles and all like the decorative stuff. And he's installed like you guys will see it later, but he installed the shelf on the wall and put all our DVDs and that kind of stuff up there, because he was always opening the cabinets and pulling all the DVDs out. And he moved the couch and the love seat so that it's kind of like closer together, instead of, because I mean when we're like hanging out in the living room together, it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like too spread out. We just wanted a more cozy feeling. So But the biggest change probably out of everything is we moved Jack's crib into our bedroom. We took the side off and we're now sidecarring. So we're co-sleeping again at 14 months. And some people are going to think that is so weird to have a child that was totally transitioned to sleeping in his crib in his own room and then to bring him back into your room at 14 months. And maybe that is weird, I don't know. First of all, it just opened up so much more space in his room. Like, we could actually go and get more toys for him now, and he can just go crazy in there. It's awesome. He loves having, you know, all that space and everything, and we love it too. And it doesn't feel like just a storage closet now. Also, when we transitioned him to his crib in the first place, you know, co-sleeping was kind of something I was neutral on at the time. I didn't have an opinion one way or the other. I didn't think it was, you know, really dangerous or weird, and I also didn't think it was, that there was anything really beneficial. I just thought babies sleep in cribs and that's normal, and that's what we did. He outgrew his bassinet at around 4 months, and up till that point he was sleeping in our room. Yeah, and he actually transitioned to his crib really well. It was pretty easy. I think it was harder for me than it was for him. Some concerns that I had about co-sleeping, like having him in the bed with us at the time, was that my husband's a very heavy sleeper, so he can't, you know, you can't have the baby in between the two of us, because my husband will roll over on me sometimes and not even know it, and I'll elbow him and I'll say, hun, get off me. So I just didn't want the baby to get smushed between us. I also had this concern, and I don't think it's actually based on any fact of any kind. I think it was just kind of like an irrational fear. I had a fear that if he was in the bed with me and he had access to the breast at all times, all night, that's all he would want to do is just nurse all night. Because I know some co-sleeping babies do that. They just kind of take it like it's a buffet. Like, if it's in their face, they're going to latch on. And I don't know if it's because he was already transitioned to his crib, but now that he's back in our room, he really doesn't do that. Like, he will wake up maybe once or twice a night, and that's what he was doing when he was in his own room. So it's not really any different in that respect. And I guess over these months I've been learning more and more about co-sleeping, and about the fact that it actually has some benefits, that it's actually very, you know, natural for your child to want to be next to you. And I don't know, I don't have all the studies, and this isn't really like a co-sleeping information video anyway, but you know, maybe at some point I'll do one. But I mean, the information's out there about it if you guys want to find out. Yeah, it just, as far as like the fact that he's still nursing, it just makes it so convenient that I can have him just right there, and especially when he's teething, because he is such a light sleeper and he just wakes up so upset when he is teething. It's kind of crazy. Like, I would go in there and I would sit in the chair in his room and nurse him and nurse him and nurse him up to like an hour. I'd just still be nursing him, and like, he would finally fall back asleep and I would lay him down, and like the second I would lay him down, like his eyes would shoot open and he'd start screaming all over again, and we just have to start the process all over again. And that is just, it was so exhausting for me. And lately, it seems like he's pretty much always working on a new tooth now. He's gotten like, let's see, since May, he's gotten 5 teeth since May. So he's just popping teeth out left and right. So yeah, it was getting really exhausting for me, and I would end up bringing him to our bed anyway. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of stuff, but that's okay. I've already been talking long enough. But you know that it's actually going really well, and I've never done like a house tour or anything like that, but so I'll go ahead and show you guys what the house looks like now. Bye, guys.